gonna start off making chicken and dumplings for the year 2023. This is a big pot, so we're gonna use chicken broth, and I usually use the 22.6 ounce of that, and I usually use 2 of those, and then I add equal parts of water. Then we're going to use Poultry Seasoning. And because it's a big pot, I kind of judge on what amounts of seasoning I'm going to use. And I use salt, black pepper, then we're going to go with the garlic powder, Cayenne pepper. You don't want to use a lot of that, but just enough to put a little bit of heat to it. And we're going to sprinkle a little bit of lemon pepper. And I like the lemon pepper because it gives it a nice pop of lemon flavor to it. And then we're going to go old school, and I'm going to put 2 sticks of butter in it, clog up them arteries. And then we're going to bring that water to a boil. And the science about dropping dumplings is to make sure that the water is boiling and drop it as it's boiling. If you don't see the water bubbling up, then you actually want to stop a while, allow it to build up. And as you can see, you see the little holes where the water bubbles up in it and starts boiling and drop as I go. So I kind of sped it up a little bit, slowed it down a little bit so you can see. There, that boil. Good to go to drop some more. And as I'm dropping the dumplings, I do not stir it. I allow the water to boil and actually allow the dumplings to move around in the pot. One thing about dumplings is if you don't drop it while it's boiling, they stick together. So you want to kind of drop them one by one. This is the longest of the process, is dropping the dumplings, so they won't break up in pieces or they won't stick together. You just want it to constantly get that boil so that you can drop dumplings. See, it's boiling some more, dropping some more. And that's what I was saying about this process. It takes a while, but once you get it all down to a science, you'll be making dumplings all the time. In this recipe, I am using Anne's dumplings. They come flat, and so I break them in half and drop them into the pot. However, I do know how to roll dough and do it like Mama used to make in the flour. But when you have kids and you work or go to school, you want to cut down on some of that time, and so this recipe is the 2023 dumplings, where you can do it faster, but still have that old school flavor, old school taste. This is my go-to comfort food. And then after I drop dumplings, I actually let it boil for a while. That way those dumplings can really cook. So as you can see, the dumplings are moving around in the pot. You don't want to stir, but if you do, you want to stir the bottom so that they won't stick and burn. That's the worst thing to have, is some burnt dumplings on the bottom of your pot. If that happens, you want to go ahead and transfer them out of the pot into another one, so you won't have that burnt flavor going through your pot. But if you take your time and you actually do it right, it'll move around in the pot and it won't stick. Now, we're going to take the chicken breast chunks and drop them into the pot. Kind of drop them in the middle, because when you drop them on top of the dumplings, sometimes they'll break. So I kind of do it in a gentle fashion, stirring just a little bit as I go so that chicken can be broken up. You can boil chicken thighs, chicken breasts, things like that. My kids and family don't like the bones, so the fastest way that I've learned to do it is the boneless thighs or the boneless breasts, or the cans of chicken like I used in this one. And so now we're going to spoon in the cream of chicken. And those are the big cans. I'm not quite sure how many ounces those are, but I spoon it in and I stir it. You kind of want that to kind of cook down and simmer. It'll start thickening up the broth that you already have in the pot. And it also gives it an extra chicken flavor. And so you allow that to cook and simmer down for about 15 minutes, and you will have chicken and dumplings the 2023 way. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. God bless.